All right, man. Gonna be looking at your video from the last time that I had you in. This is just gonna kind of go over some of the delivery stuff that we were looking at. Let me get this zoomed in right if I can. Okay, made a really good adjustment with your glove, if you remember right. So I've got these pretty much synced up for you being at release. Okay. This one over here is the one before we made the adjustment. This one over here is after we made the adjustment. So let's go ahead and look at that. I mean, pretty much like the same type of thing going on. Nothing, I mean, we've got more kind of more pushed out there in this one and a little bit more there in that one. But I mean, I think the one thing that we got you to do in this one over here was I just kind of told you to relax. Like, when we start throwing our bullpens, you have a tendency to get really like you're kind of seeing what's going on here. We've kind of got like this thing going on, and we still have it going on over here, but it's just like it's a lot less. I feel like when you get a ball in your hand, you get you get like here, and then you pull really hard. That's why you spike. That's why we spike over in here a lot. Okay. Obviously not into the wall, but you get what I mean. Over to your glove side. Okay. All right. So let's look at this really fast. One thing that you're seeing. Okay. So this equal opposite here. And I mean, dude, this is, if we utilize this to your advantage, which we already did the last time that you were in, but I mean, as high as you are up on that front side, oh my gosh, I mean, that's just asking for the pitch to be nasty if you can make it work. But remember what I told you is that I want you to distract it in this way a little bit longer. So remember, we wanted to be up, distract in, pull in. And this one, you go up, no distraction, and you pull out. Now, with just looking, if you just looked at these reps, you know, I've seen you throw enough, so I know when they're good and when they're not, obviously. But as you can see, we've distracted it to the point where, now, like I said, these pitches are synced up at release. So by you not getting so, and I don't really know how, because you're kind of like, you rush down the mound this way and get really there, but yet somehow this foot almost meets it, or maybe even beats it by just like a frame into the ground. And look at how much more we've got here, okay, through here. Now, you could argue that it's about the same, but watch what's about to happen. See how hard you're yanking over that way? Your arm is just more relaxed behind you over here, whereas here you've got to just hurry and pull it through, and then that's why we get that. I mean, we basically have no guide here. I mean, everything here has been out of position just because it hasn't been really, it's hard to even say, like, it hasn't been distributed the right way. Everything's just been off. There's been really no equalizing force, I guess you could say. Whereas here, I think we've calmed things down a little bit, yet we're still being equally as explosive. And I'm going to show you something right here that shows how much more efficient the throw is. I mean, this is the same exact camera angle. Look at where you're letting go. Look at where your release is on this pitch, and look at where your release is on this pitch. So, I mean, let's take you back right as the ball comes out of your hand. I mean, we're kind of splitting hairs there, but you can see there's there's distance between like the board back there, and there's really none right there. So we've gotten out on top of the ball better. Um, and this pitch was a strike. This one was a spike. So, the biggest thing for you is we're gonna need to be aggressively controlled through your delivery, because like I show you in that towel in your towel reps, dude, you can make your arm whip so hard, but if you get out of control with it, which it's kind of hard for me to say because you don't really get out of control um, like through how hard you're trying, but the positioning gets out of control. So if we can keep the position in control and still have like not a max effort mindset, but like a pretty intense approach to you getting up with your leg and down the mound, we're going to be good. So I think that keeping that glove in is just an easy way for you to drive your arm back and still focus on pushing out down here, which is going to be a huge thing for you. We can go back really fast and just look at dude, that's pretty good. Look at, and looking at that right there, geez, dude, you're pushed out with your hips. That's a ton better. So your stride right there is like a little bit longer, but that's because you've kind of fallen down the mound. That's why this foot kind of beat it into the ground. But yet, even though your stride was out just a little bit farther there, your release point here is out farther, meaning you're getting out on top of the ball better. So I'll explain kind of in your programming what I want you to do to be thinking about this. And also I have a workout programmed for you. I know that you're on your vacation or whatever right now, but just make sure you watch this stuff and understand. Like I said, this right here is a big focus for you right now, because that front side controls what we're doing through here, and that axis through there controls what we're doing back there. So if we control everything up here and get explosive down through there, we're going to be money. All right, man.